For the first time in the history of one of France's major antique fairs, an Asian exhibitor, Chinese jeweler Wallace Chan, has been invited to show his pieces. Antique sellers are hoping that by opening up the exhibition, it will help it shed its former somewhat stuffy image and encourage more business from Asian buyers. Deydier, president of France's National Antique Dealers Union and one of Paris's most influential antique dealers, joins me now in our Singapore studios. Mr. Deydier, thank you so much for joining us. Asian collectors are basically known to collect art, works on canvas, sculptures. Is there much demand from Asia, particularly for antiques and jewelry?
Yes, there is a lot of demand for jewelry. Chinese people, Philippine people, all around Asia, they enjoy the creation, the French creation. And this time we will have, as you said, Wallace Chan, who will come especially from Hong Kong, and I think will bring a new blood to the French market, because it's important for me to come and promote the fair all around the world, but it's also very important for me to learn from every country what they need, what they like, and what their way of working. So it will be very important to promote this fair, which is one of the best in the world.
But don't you think, Mr. Deydier, the preference of Asian collectors is still art, canvas, and sculptures rather than antiques and jewelry?
No, they start to have a lot of collectors of antiques now. Chinese market and Singapore market too, they collect ancient Chinese art, archaic bronzes from the 7th century BC up to the 10th century BC.
Why do you think Wallace Chan is special? Why was he handpicked to be the first Asian to exhibit in this very reputable fair?
I think he has something different from most of the people in our field. He's a sculptor first. He knows how to carve all the stone, and he brings also a lot of history inside his creation. So he will bring some tradition from China and explain through the jewelry. He's very close to the nature and to the history of China. So every representation has a special meaning in his jewelry.
And Mr. Deydier, you've picked Karl Lagerfeld as the artistic director of the show. Is this a way to basically fuse antiques with fashion and hence get the interest of wealthy Asians who have given a big boost to Asia's luxury houses?
No, not at all. It's just the Biennale is not a fair like all the other fairs in the world. Every 2 years, we change the scenography and we have to find someone very important. So in the past, we have Pizzi, who make a wonderful fair.
So after this fair, do you think you'll be able to invite more Asian artisans?
Yeah, I hope so. It's why I travel like this, and maybe one day it will be a Chinese guy or an Asian guy who will design the Biennale. I hope so.
Deydier, president of France's National Antique Dealers Union and one of Paris's most influential antique dealers. Thank you, sir, for joining us, and good luck.
Staying